What's going on, MSFers? Duelim here, and today we're going to be talking about an issue with logins for Facebook for Android devices. We're also going to be talking about some data mines, some Blitz currency fixes that are already rolling out, and everything you need to know for the shop currency conversion, and that's all going to be talked about today. So first, I wanted to talk about Facebook login issues, and this is a big one because people that are on Android devices apparently can't log into the game if they're using a Facebook login. And one thing I would suggest is absolutely have a Scopely ID login as well. I know if you do that for the first time, you get like 1,000 cores for like nothing. Maybe it's like $1 offer or something like that. So that's kind of nice. I know it's money, but you get a nice offer for it, but you also have kind of a backup to be able to log into your game. And I know some people don't like doing that, and that's completely fair. I absolutely understand. Making it so that Facebook has a login issue is a big problem, and I think there could be some really big repercussions over this. I think some people might end up actually quitting over this because they're going to lose their streak, and their login streak is something that's very important to a lot of people. And if you lose that, then you can't sim raids for like a week. I think you need a full streak to build a sim raids. So imagine having to play through raids for a whole week. So this could get a lot of people to quit, which is really, really sad. Next up, we got some data mines from Boylon. That's right, Boylon doing the Lord's work at 4 a.m. What a Chad. I think he's actually in like Germany right now, if I'm not mistaken. So he's in a different time zone. So commanders, with the latest update, you can visit any in-game store. Your collection of many game mode currencies will convert over to shop credits. That's right, the shop credits are coming. So for commanders level 25 and up, you can earn shop credits from Daredevil Modern Showcase Story, which is pretty cool. Also a place that you can actually earn the shop credits from while it's transitioning over. And then for new and mid-game players, actually having a place they can earn the shop credits, because us late-game players will have an abundance when the currency conversion comes over on the 22nd. In addition to the Intel store, there are 2 additional shop slots. One for purchasing shop credits with Intel, which to you and me sounds stupid, but I think that's actually really good for new players, because pretty much everything in the Intel store is not useful to new players, right? So if we look in game, most of this stuff is not used. So training materials, yes, absolutely, that's used. New players absolutely need that, right? T4s absolutely need that as well. But like, do they really need Shadow King's passive awaken ability? No. Do they really need like new character shards that they have no chance of like really utilizing right now? No, they're still building Spider Society, Extreme, Hive Mind, all that kind of stuff. They're not really focusing on character shards. They have no use for Gear 20 or even Gear 19 at this point. So I think this is actually a good idea. And they're also, like the data mine said, they're going to be adding another purchasing T3 level 1 ions with Intel as well. So people still working on Odin as well. That's pretty great. So I actually kind of like this. So this is a pretty new player and mid-game player friendly change, which I actually really, really enjoy. And I'm not mad about it at all. I think this is really player friendly, and good on Scopely for listening to some envoys that have made those points and some new players that have given some feedback. So I think that's really, really awesome. And then next up, to prepare for the currency conversion, we have removed Blitz credits from available sources. Due to this, the ability to purchase war, energy, and defense boosts has impacted many players. To ensure you can buy these items from the store, we have made them available using shop credits, and you can acquire these for first-time rewards from Thunderbolt Showcase Mission 1-1. This will happen at the next store refresh, and if you manually refresh the store. And in-game, that is already the case. So we have the energy refill is at 1,500 shop credits. So you see here, I can buy it currently. And then the defense boost, unfortunately, I am maxed out on that, so I don't know what the cost of that is. If you know what the cost is, leave it down in the description below, or in the comment section below, and let me know. So I do have the energy refill here. It costs 1,500 shop credits. I'm curious if it's going to use Blitz credits or if I can actually just buy this. No, it didn't use Blitz credits, so I'm curious where I have my shop credits from. and why I have shop credits. So I'm curious on that, but at least you're still able to purchase that in the meantime until the currency conversion on the 22nd. Now, I want to remind you guys on the 22nd that currency conversion is going to be happening. So what I want you guys to do is make sure you are blowing all of your arena orb credits just like this. So you want to make sure you don't have any extra arena credits laying around, because you want to make sure you are getting as many L3 training materials from the orb that you can get, as well as Ultimus food. If you are running low on Ultimus food for whatever reason, that is a great way to get some. So make sure you are getting rid of this, because this arena store is going to be gone and you're not going to be able to purchase L3 and L4 training materials from the arena store like you have been. Also, make sure you are using all of your elite raid credits. You see, I only have 360. Make sure you are using all of those on the Gear 19 orbs to be able to, I think it's the Crimson Gear Raid orb, or it's the Armory 19 orbs. Make sure you're using all of that currency on there to flush that, because it's going to make it so you actually have an excess of Gear 19 pieces. I know a lot of people are struggling with like uniques and stuff like that, so make sure you are doing that before that currency is converting over. And now you're probably saying, well, if I use all my currency, then nothing's going to convert over to the shop credit store. Kind of. But you got to remember, for late game players, a lot of us don't need that shop credit. A lot of the stuff that's going to be in there is not needed. But we also have, I have 15 million raid credits, right? So all of those are going to get transferred over. I have almost 3 million war credits. All of that is going to get transferred over. I have 1.25 million elite warrior credits. That's going to get transferred over. I have Crucible store credits. I have almost 4.5 million, over 4.5 million combined in these. That's going to get transferred over. So that is going to be very, very important that you flush a lot of the currencies like Arena Store and the Elite Raid credits before this happens, so you can get the most bang for your buck, so you can make sure you have enough Gear 19 pieces and uniques to continue doing Gear 19.5. I also did it with the Blitz credits as well, and I'm going to do it the rest of the way with Blitz credits. So I'm going to open up all my orbs here, because these have gold, and it's a little bit, but it's still a little bit, right? I'm going to open up another 200 orbs worth to get more gold. So that's going to give me a decent amount of gold. So I got, what, 90,000 for the first one, 450,000 from there. So if you have a million Blitz credit, that can give you a lot of gold there. And then everything else, you could save, wait for the rollover, and then we will have that shop currency doing some decent things for us. Maybe you can get some training materials in there, whatever else is available for the shop currency. Obviously, in the Intel store is going to be where you're getting the Gear Tier 20, the Awaken abilities, some character shards, all that good stuff. Now, lastly, I wanted to talk about the event that is running right now, Negative Zone, and I've heard a lot of negative feedback over this, and I'm kind of curious why. Because this event, other than giving kind of crappy rewards, which the rewards are a lot better this time because it gives you Negative Zone orb fragments that feed into the Odin Diamond Milestone event and Leaderboard Auction Kraken event. So that's okay. So the rewards did get a little bit better, right? Because it feeds into another event, so it gives you more incentive to do it. But I see a lot of people complaining that this is impossible. It's not you can't do it free to play. You need Gear Tier 20. And I'd like to challenge that by saying I don't have Gear Tier 20 on any of my Vigilante characters. I'll actually show you my Vigilante team here. You see it's at 5.2 million. So right now I have 0 Gear Tier 20 on any of my Vigilante characters. I have Silver Sable at Gear Tier 19, 4 red, 4 yellow, Hitmonkey, 4 red, 4 yellow, Daredevil Modern, 5 red, 5 yellow, 2 diamond on Elektra, and 3 diamond on Punisher. They are all level 105, Gear Tier 19, 0 Gear Tier 20 on them. I don't even think I have any 19.5s on them to help with the stats even, which is something that anybody could do. Yeah, I don't even have any of the 19.5s on them. So absolutely something you are able to do with a free-to-play Vigilante. It does take some resetting. It does take some finagling. So like you see, Node 1, complete one shot. Node 2 took me 3 attempts, and they gave us like 250 refreshes for free, right? Node 3, haven't tried it yet because it just reset today. So you can get through this. You just got to make sure you are playing smart and you're actually thinking your way through the nodes, which is something that we've all been wanting. We don't want just audible BS, terrible content. We want to play the game. And this is your opportunity to play the game and get some rewards, such as a negative zone orb, which feeds into that Odin milestone. And now I'm curious, is the negative zone orb even worth getting? Is it any good? Oh, it's got gear tier 20. Look at that. Look at that. Gear tier 20? I'll take it. So look at that. You're getting more gear tier 20, and then you're feeding into the Odin milestone that's going on right now. That's also going to be giving a leaderboard reward for a bunch of Mystic gear, which I know I need because I still need Blade and Oath to take up. So I definitely need this Mystic gear. And even if you rank top 5,000, even all the way down to like top 7,000, you're getting a full piece of Mystic gear. If you get top 5,000, you're getting a 1 diamond on Odin, so nothing wrong with that. And if you miss some of those red stars, nothing wrong with that either. And then I think in the milestones, there's a red star in here as well. Yeah, there's some red stars in here as well. So you could push up to 78,000, get that 6 red star. And then I don't think 175,000 is going to be that free to play accessible, but hey, maybe it will be. Who knows? Maybe you can get all the way to here and get 7 red on Odin, which would be absolutely awesome. So I don't know what the complaints are regarding Negative Zone. I think it's a great event and it's super fun. I just wish the rewards were a little bit better, which honestly, it looks like the rewards are better because of those Negative Zone orb fragments. You're getting some training materials, some gold. You're also feeding into that Odin Diamond leaderboard event, auction, Kraken, Spendathon. So I don't see what the issue is. Let me know down in the comment section below your guys' feedback, because I've seen a lot of people complaining, saying it's way too hard, it's not fun, it's not exciting, which I highly disagree with you. You can do it with a free-to-play Vigilante team, which is awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, MSFers.